The road to the Olympics in a small town called Greenfield, there lived a boy named Tom. Tom loved running more than anything else. Every morning, he would run through the fields and the town, imagining himself as a champion. His biggest dream was to compete in the Olympics one day. Tom's best friend, Emma, believed in his dream. She often joined him for his morning runs, cheering him on and giving him encouragement. "Tom, you run so fast. I know you can make it to the Olympics," she would say. One day, their school announced a big event, a regional athletics competition. The winners would have a chance to join a national training camp, where the best athletes from all over the country trained for the Olympics. Tom was thrilled. This was his chance to start his journey to the Olympics. Tom trained harder than ever before. He ran every morning and evening, practiced his sprints, and worked on his endurance. Emma helped him by timing his runs and offering support. She even made a special sign that said, "Go, Tom, go," to cheer him on. The day of the competition arrived. The school field was buzzing with excitement. Students, teachers, and parents gathered to watch the athletes compete. Tom felt a mix of nerves and excitement. He took a deep breath and reminded himself of all the hard work he had put in. The 100-meter race was the final event of the day. Tom lined up at the starting line with the other runners. He could hear Emma and his family cheering for him from the stands. "You can do it, Tom," Emma shouted. The starting gun fired, and the runners took off. Tom focused on his speed and technique, just like he had practiced. He pumped his arms and legs as fast as he could, feeling the wind rush past him. As he neared the finish line, he saw that he was in the lead. With one final burst of energy, Tom crossed the finish line first. The crowd erupted in applause and cheers. Tom had won the race. He felt a rush of joy and relief. Emma ran up to him and gave him a big hug. "You did it, Tom. You won." Tom was awarded a gold medal and a certificate. But the best prize of all was the invitation to join the national training camp. Tom couldn't believe it. He was one step closer to his Olympic dream. At the training camp, Tom met other young athletes from all over the country. They trained together under the guidance of experienced coaches. The training was tough, but Tom was determined to give it his all. He made new friends and learned new techniques to improve his running. Months passed, and Tom's hard work paid off. He improved his speed and stamina, and he won several more competitions. His coaches were impressed with his dedication and potential. They told him that he had a real chance to qualify for the Olympic team. The final test came at the national championships. The top athletes would be selected to represent the country at the Olympics. Tom knew this was his moment. He focused on his training and prepared himself mentally and physically for the big day. At the national championships, the competition was fierce. Tom lined up for the 100-meter race, feeling the weight of his dream on his shoulders. He took a deep breath and reminded himself of all the support he had received from Emma, his family, and his coaches. The starting gun fired, and Tom sprinted down the track with all his might. He pushed himself harder than ever before, determined to give his best performance. As he crossed the finish line, he looked up at the scoreboard. He had done it. He had won. Tom was selected to join the Olympic team. He felt a surge of pride and happiness. He called Emma to share the news. "Emma, I made it. I'm going to the Olympics." Emma was overjoyed. "I knew you could do it, Tom. You're amazing." The months leading up to the Olympics were filled with intense training and preparation. Tom worked harder than ever, determined to represent his country with pride. When the day of the Olympic Games arrived, Tom felt a mix of excitement and nerves. He knew he was ready. The Olympic Stadium was filled with thousands of spectators from all over the world. Tom lined up at the starting line, feeling a sense of awe and pride. He thought about his journey and all the people who had supported him along the way. The starting gun fired, and Tom sprinted down the track. He ran with all his heart, feeling the energy of the crowd and the thrill of the race. As he crossed the finish line, he looked up at the scoreboard. He had won a silver medal. Tom stood on the podium, feeling a sense of accomplishment and pride. He had achieved his dream of competing in the Olympics. He knew that his journey was just beginning, and he was excited for the future. When Tom returned to Greenfield, the whole town celebrated his success. He thanked everyone for their support and shared his Olympic experience with them. Tom knew that his dream had come true because of hard work, dedication, and the belief of those who supported him. And so, the story of Tom, the young runner who became an Olympic medalist, inspired others in Greenfield and beyond. It reminded everyone that with determination, hard work, and support, any dream is possible.